Great experience yesterday at Mechelen. We had a wonderful competitive game, and I think it's great anytime you get to experience a European club with a clubhouse with multiple teams training, multiple teams on site. With the final score being 6-2, one would think and assume that it was a really comfortable victory, and in some respects it was, but it never felt that way.
We went in very nervous. Everybody was a little edgy. Came out, started. Everything went great. Starting lineup, perfect.
The first period was kind of a feeling out process for 10 minutes. Our guys seemed a little bit tentative and weren't really connecting the way we thought they should. And then we scored a goal and it just boosted everyone's confidence, and then our play got much more cohesive, a lot better with the build-up, and we scored some actually really exciting goals. So that was fun.
We got very comfortable with each other. We moved the ball well as the first period went on, and yeah, we played well.
When I scored the first goal, I felt very confident, and I believe that I could have scored more, and just had the chances and scored them.
Then came game number 2, or period number 2, and we got a little complacent. We weren't able to close them down in areas, and subsequently they were getting through our lines and getting to goal, and our goalkeeper now has a lot to do. They managed to score 2 goals, so now all of a sudden we have a game again and it's 4-2. Fortunately, in the third, we regained our initiative. We were better at closing down, we were better at connecting passes. We scored what became an all-important goal, the first goal in that period, which made it from being a 4-3 game. Instead of that, it was now 5-2, and it became comfortable again. Overall, for a first game together, I was quite happy. It was a good opponent, and I thought our guys performed well, and most importantly, I think the hardest thing in the game is finishing, and we did a really good job with that. There were some goals that we'll be proud of for a long time.
Knowing we can play at that level helps us moving forward to play against the higher level teams.
We did very good at talking, and something we can improve on is moving the ball quick.
After the game, the club brought our kids upstairs, fed them, interacted, allowed them obviously in the clubhouse, and made sure that they had a good feeling about where they were. And I think it's important because we don't have enough venues like this in our country.
We took a bus to Brugge. It was like an hour drive, and we visited a church. We saw a lot of Belgian waffles, and now we're going to eat.
We go crazy right there. Good.
On 3, 1, 2, 3.
Played a big game today, and hopefully a great lesson for our guys. We played against Genk, Racing Genk, who historically have done a wonderful job, and based on today, looks like they continue to do well with player development. They have a few famous players around the world. Most recently, we could say De Bruyne is their prized possession, and Thibaut Courtois is another product from this academy. The experience of being able to go there and training in their facilities, seeing their stadium, was very, very helpful for our players. More helpful was the kind of lesson that they gave us on the field. Our players were challenged in a lot of ways. not normally how they'd be challenged in games at home, which generally is physical. And if they play against physical teams, then it's really difficult for them, and managing that battle. Today's battles were more intellectual and technical. They were better on the ball. They were very, very clear in their decision making. They rarely gave the ball away. They all worked together and got in good spaces to defend. There was never any real emergency defending, and they were always available to receive the ball when they won it. So they were very good. The score finished 4-1. The game was probably artificially close until the last 10 minutes. It was 2-1, and then they got 2 late goals, but ironically we scored in the first 15 seconds, which maybe gave us the wrong impression of how the contest would be. But clearly, overall, they were the better team, and I thought, this is why we come. You come if we're going to have our players have an experience. I think they have to feel uncomfortable to get a better overall learning experience. In the games at home, they can have their B or C game and still get through it and manage to win and probably feel good about what they do. And today, there was a lot of questions asked of them, and none of them were on the physical side. So I think as far as education goes, this was a valuable lesson for all of our guys.